Not actually, you look really good.
I know.
Did someone order a frog?
I wake up at 4 a.m. every day and then I run 60 miles.
Hello and welcome back to another studio vlog. My name is Megan. This is going to be a very crafty video. I do a lot of sculpting. If you don't like sculpting, this is not the video for you. I sculpt out so many little charms. I work on my froggies that people seem to really like, so I try out how to use Crayola air dry clay to make the frogs that I sculpted a few weeks ago. I do a little plant tour, and yeah, there's little bits and bobs, some fun spicy moments. I also order some prints for my April update, and I just talk a bit about what it's like for me to run my shop right now and how I'm dealing with it growing, you know, adapting to all these changes. I hope you like it. Please give me a like if you haven't done so already. That goes a long way in helping out the growth of this channel, and please subscribe because I put out a new video every single weekend. Lately I've been doing a lot of Fridays because I'm having my Sundays and Saturdays free. I used to do a Sunday upload, but now I think we're gonna stick to the Friday upload schedule. For now, there's new videos every Friday, so subscribe and I'll see you at the end of the video. Happy Saturday. I wanted to quickly unbox this because the presentation is just so beautiful and I want you all to see it. This is from Mae Art. We did a trade and I'm so grateful and I'm really excited because I have no idea what's in here. There's a super sweet note on this adorable paper that I'm gonna save. Oh my gosh, there's even a stamp. This is beautiful. So this one is like a cottagecore theme. It's so cute. It says Mushy and Pals. This one's Bakery Buddies. So cute, and there's all these like breads and cakes and stuff on it. I think this one might be my favorite. Little knee blues. Oh, this is so nice. It's a little stationery memo pad. Oh, it's so cute. Oh my god, this little froggy. Oh, I love this one. All these colors too, you can really see how she uses like a really cohesive color palette and everything is just so sweet. And yeah, I'm sure you guys already know who Laurel is, but if you haven't already, please check it out. She also makes really wonderful TikToks too, so yeah, just please go show some love. Hello everybody, I just popped in to do another voiceover. I think in this one I'm going to expand a bit on the idea of my shop growing and how I'm trying to adapt to that. I made a video a few months ago, just a Q&A of how I run my shop and how to sell your art online. And one question I got was, how do you manage your space so that your studio isn't just full of art and packing supplies? And my answer was really simple. I just said, oh, it's not really an issue because I have a cart and a little shelf, but my shop is pretty small, so having the supplies take up the whole room isn't really an issue, which was true. But now somehow I looked away and suddenly the room my sister and I work in has like 4 boxes of mailers, so many storage containers full of clay and sculpting materials, printmaking supplies, beads, metal findings, just envelopes, painting supplies, all these different kinds of glazes and varnishes. And I definitely have to continually figure out how to organize my stuff better. But yeah, the shop is truly growing, which is amazing. I genuinely am really happy to see a lot of my hard work pay off. There's new challenges though that involve needing to keep better inventory and having to buy
40 houses done.
I'm noticing that normally I'll buy like 100 earring hooks and that would be enough to last me a really long time. But now that my earring drops can have 40 to 50 pairs, it's easy to run out. And some designs involve different kinds of findings, so it's been a bit of an adjustment for me to have to crack down and keep better track of what I have and what supplies I need to order ahead of time. It's definitely a learning experience though, and I feel like with every drop I'm adapting and just trying to be more and more prepared. And it is a bit scary though to buy a bunch of things in bulk, like supplies, commitment issues. Like buying 200 mailers is always going to be cheaper. Well, most of the time it's going to be cheaper than buying 40 mailers, but there's always a fear that if I don't end up using these, then I'll have like 160 mailers just sitting around. But I think I just have to get over that and be confident because I think it's the better business decision. I just need to be okay with the risk, but also believing in myself that I can sell that many orders.
It's weird because it's in the grass. Oh, it's a banary.
I should put this in my video. Sometimes
Why?
people talk about Pokemon.
Spicy. Good morning.
You guys know the meme where the girl has her hand in the pool? Is what that reminds me of.
Yes, Spicy. Oh. Oh.
Hello, it's another voiceover while you watch me pump out the rest of these charms. I'm gonna talk about Stardew because it's basically all I do if I'm not on a walk or doing crafts and working. And last time I spoke about it, I was a little nervous that people wouldn't care or would just think it's, I don't know, irrelevant, but almost all of my comments on that video were about Stardew Valley, so I'm going to take advantage of that because I love talking about this game. Since we last touched base, Sebastian and I have gotten married, so that's been a really nice change. I've reached the bottom of the mines and unlocked the desert, but I keep on dying because even though I have the lava sword, it's really not enough and these bugs keep on beating me up, so I'm working on that. I also have been reading up a lot on how Stardew was created, and it's just really interesting to me how this one person's passion project grew into this amazing game that so many people enjoy. It's gotten me thinking about game design and how it's something I really like to do one day. I'm the kind of person who likes to learn new skills and do a lot of stuff myself, which is why running a shop is really rewarding. And I think being able to make the music and art and dialogue of the video game would be really, really cool. The only thing is I just have to learn how to code and be okay dedicating like 5 years of my life to a project. And then I think we'd be good. They are chopping a tree down and the chainsaw is really loud and hopefully they won't begin again anytime soon. I just finished sculpting all of my air dried clay charms. So all my earrings are done sculpting, which feels really nice. What's left for today is I need to order prints and I have to start sculpting out my froggy sculptures. But I asked on Instagram if people had any kind of prints they wanted to see from me, because I'm so iffy about buying prints because there have been moments where I've bought a print and it hasn't sold out and it's like not a huge deal, but sometimes I don't even break even, so it's kind of a loss for me, so it's not the best business decision. And I'm also almost sold out of the I'm a very serious artist sticker I made, so I was thinking, okay, maybe I can start getting into prints again and folks will buy them. So I posted on my story and asked people if they just had a certain kind of art piece of mine they would like as a print, and I got a good amount of answers. A bunch of people said my dream sweater paintings that I recently posted, I'll put 2 pictures of them if you haven't seen them yet, and I like them a lot and I think they would look really good as prints, just like as a cute little set. I'm thinking about making those into prints. A bunch of people also said they wanted my comics as prints. Like I have a comic about artist affirmation. They're cute bunny related comics and I like my comics, but the reason I'm apprehensive about having them as prints is because I don't know how good the comic will render as a print, especially with little text. On a 4x6 or even a 5x7 print, you can't really read that. I don't think it's gonna be as nice as like decor or something. So maybe in the future I can make a more simple comic with less text. I got this box of clay from Joann's and I think it's like 5 pounds. There's the chainsaw. Such a big box for such a tiny item. Yeah, I got the 5 pound one and let's make some frogs. Some of my art friends where they get their prints made if they outsource. Majority of people said Cat Print. That's the site I'm going to go with and try out. I just had a bunch of questions about like what kinds of paper to use because they offer like a lot of different kinds of cardstocks and I just had no idea because normally when I get prints made there's just one option. I just like tapped on the little live chat and then someone was super helpful in answering all my questions about bleed and such, so that's pretty cool. So I decided that I'm going to order 3 different kinds of prints because I just couldn't really decide and I'm like, if I'm gonna pay for the shipping, I might as well get like 3 kinds of prints instead. So I'm getting the 2 sweaters and then I'm gonna get one of the bunny that's like, hello world, and I'll put the picture there. I changed the color scheme a bit because it was just kind of giving me carrot vibes. So here's what it looked like and then here is what I changed. I just made it a bit more cool toned and I feel like it's just more pleasing to the eye, and now I'm just going to finish up ordering it.
Okay, so I'm gonna do the custom size. I'm gonna click add file to job. I'm gonna hit no, so it'll have white borders, which I think will be really cute. The person I spoke to said most artists get heavy cardstock satin, so that's the one I'm going to try. And yeah, I'm just gonna order it now.
Wrap these up and let these dry even more, and then tomorrow I'm gonna keep on smoothing it out, so it's really like a 3-day process.
Honestly, she's so cute and I feel like she has so many fans. She would have a pretty bomb Insta. Lucky by the trash away. Spicy, I need to make my coffee, girl.
He's so good to me.
He's so funny.
He's so funny.
2 more breath cycles of Ujjayi back.
She's gonna fall asleep like that.
Inhalation, find some leg.
Spit your knee. How you doing? What are you doing here? Good morning, it is Friday. No, it's Thursday. Good morning, it's Thursday. My sister is out right now. She is picking up like little coffees for us and possibly a breakfast. I don't know. I'm about to go on my morning walk. I have been really enjoying going on morning walks lately. And I don't want to say that in the
I wake up at 4 a.m. every day and then I run 60 miles.
but I have been enjoying walking a little bit in the morning just because I really don't move enough. I tend to go on like one walk a day, and I've noticed going on one like first thing in the morning is really nice to just awaken my senses, and the cold brisk air is really nice, and I listen to some indie music, just walk around the park. It's a vibe. So I'm gonna do that, and then for the rest of the day I think I'm going to finish sculpting my frogs, and I might not film that. I think I need to make a TikTok of it, so I might film myself making the TikTok, because I just have to use a sponge and kind of smooth out all the details and make them look more polished. I also have to paint my charms, and I'm definitely not going to finish doing that because there's just way too many. And then for the rest of the day I'm going to get started editing this video. So yeah, it's going to be a pretty busy day, and I'll try to keep you updated. Oh, and I also want to do a plant tour. I find it very interesting when people show me plants, and maybe you guys are the same. So yeah, we'll do a plant tour too. Did someone order a frog? So I just finished sculpting all of my frogs. I'm still waiting on the second batch to dry a little so I can continue smoothing, because it's easier to sponge it down when it's already harder. Something I did notice with the Crayola air dry clay that I don't have with my Pidico air dry clay is that it gets very dusty. I started wearing a mask, like just a regular surgical one, while I'm doing this because the dust just kind of gets everywhere. And yeah, I noticed I was feeling a little sneezy, so yeah, I just want to be more careful when I'm using this, because yeah, the dust does kind of get everywhere. So I think the next time I do this, I'll probably take more precautions and just put more newspaper, maybe craft paper down, and it could help manage all of the dust and the crummies.
So I have all of my charms here and I'm ready to paint. I went ahead and designed the color scheme first. This took a lot longer than you would think. So it took me a while to just decide what colors I wanted to use. I was like, blue, pink, green, no, now with orange. And it just took me a while. Look at me trying out all these different greens. You can see it took me a while to get to this point. I originally had these a bit more green, but I made them more blue toned because I remembered that I want to have a top cloud, so it's more rainy, and then the bottom there's going to be a raindrop. And I already ordered these beads off of Etsy beforehand, and I know this is their color. It's like a sapphire cerulean azure? I don't know how to pronounce it, but this kind of blue. So then I realized if this was more green, it wouldn't look right if the bottom was more blue and it wasn't cohesive. So I made everything a bit more blue toned, but still tried to keep a bit of green for the frog energy. And then in the cloud, to make everything more cohesive, I want to match the cloud's color to the bottom bead color and then incorporate colors from here into here. So yeah, it's a lot to make sure everything looks right, but I'm learning designing takes a long time, and things that look simple may not have been simple to create. Acrylic wash set. Ready? Ooh. Wow, these tubes look so fresh. I'm so excited. done. Here they are. Really happy with them. I love the colors. I'm glad I planned it beforehand. And I think they look pretty good. Here we have a little spider plant. It has seen better days because Spicy has really done a number on it, which is why my sister elevated it. Over here next to Julia's desk is a snake plant that's been with me for quite a long time. It used to look bigger because it was in a smaller pot, but I recently repotted it, and yeah, it's doing okay. Snake plants are kind of indestructible. This guy, I don't know what it's called. I think it's some kind of mint, but I know a lot of them grow in Taiwan too, and I often see them outside, but if you rub it, it gives off this really nice minty smell. This is an umbrella tree. It's really big now. I got it back when I was in college, and yeah, it's getting really large. Moving along to this corner, we have a neon pothos. Pothos? I don't know. My sister has been giving this a lot of love, and I think it looks really great. I love the color. I feel like it looks very lush, and it's gonna show when it just starts to trail. Here we have an English ivy. My mom propagated this for us because she has a really big one, and yeah, it's doing well. It's starting to grow up and out of its pot, so I hope to see some trails soon. These are some succulents that my sister is propagating. We have to keep them up here because Spicy likes to take them and throw them on the ground. This is another plant that I had. I need to give it more water here that I'm just trying to propagate. And this is a fuzzy pepper face. I don't know what it's called. I got it from my old college's greenhouse because my friend Maimuna used to work there, and yeah, we would just go in and take cuttings. Over here is a philodendron that we got from my mom. We propagated it, and it's finally looking more lively. It was very limp for the longest time because I think it was just trying to get used to its pot. Down here we have a ZZ Raven that my sister got. It's a very sexy plant. It's very sleek. Yeah, I like this one quite a bit too. Here we have a Palea plant. It's actually two Paleas because my mom has so many at her house, and yeah, I just think she just didn't separate these two, but it looks good. They're very, it's a big plant. It's getting quite big. Spicy likes to come up to these and go like this and just smack them. This is my dear Maranta plant, or prayer plant, that I've had for a really long time. I also got this when I was in college, and it's been with me ever since, and I really like it. It has seen better days. I think it liked it when I was in my dorm at college, just because I think the temperature and the sun was just perfect for it, but it's doing better here. I've done a lot of work to propagate and plug the propagations back in so it looks very lush. I think I'm ready to let it start trailing, so that's why I'm letting like this one kind of trail down. Here we have another Palea that Julia's taking care of. It's also getting really big too. I feel like these grow really fast from what I have my experience with them. This is a little baby Monstera, and I love it so much. I think it's doing really well. I think Monsteras are very trendy right now, but reasonably so. They're so lovely. And I really like these little new leaves. Look, you see the little cut in them. And then this one, it's so cool. I've never had a Monstera before, and I'm really excited to watch it get big. This is a Calathea that my dad gave us. He had a bunch, and he just split them up. Moving up here, Julia's taking care of this Swiss cheese plant, and it's doing really well.
Yes,
look how big the leaves are.
Big, big, big.
Well done. Here we have the same plant I showed you before. I made this in high school when I took ceramics. I still really like it. Over here, my mom gave us these cuttings. I don't know what this is called. Teardrop pepperoni, I think? And this is my pride and joy. My very, very long and big pothos. It's had some cutting, so it's less long, but yeah, I like it a lot. It needs a new pot.
Cardamom brown sugar latte and a regular one.
Ooh. What?
Made it to the end. Thank you so much for watching and sticking with me to the end of the video. Not everyone does that. Honestly, the majority of people do not watch to the very end, so thank you for sticking to the end. I hope you liked it. Please don't forget to give me a like and subscribe because I put out new videos every single Friday now. And I'll see you in my next one. Bye. Take care.